Welcome to the Sims FormWriter Overview video. My name is Ken Utley, President of Sims. The purpose of this video is to assist in the understanding of the Sims FormWriter, identifying its purpose, and demonstrating how it fits into the line of products provided to your central station operation. The FormWriter was designed initially for the repetitive report generation tasks within a central station, including dealer morning reports, client daily, weekly and monthly reports. Over time, Sims FormWriter has evolved into so much more. The new and improved Sims FormWriter has now expanded into creating operator, system mnemonic, dealer, and account statistical reports. In addition, FormWriter now creates delimited files that can be imported into Microsoft's Excel for an even wider range of analysis that should satisfy management's need for information. System requirements for this program are a stable Windows environment using Windows 98, Windows 2000, or Windows XP. Minimum memory requirements for Windows 98 are 128 megabytes of RAM, while 256 megabytes is recommended for Windows 2000 and XP. Other factors such as processor type and speed, as well as hard disk technology, will create a smoother and sometimes even faster operation. What are some of the advantages of FormWriter? FormWriter can be used to automatically perform those mundane, repetitive reports that must be done, including various client, dealer, and central station reports. If the report can be done in Sims for DOS or Sims for Windows, it can be scheduled and completed automatically in FormWriter. FormWriter also allows the modification of its reports and the design and implementation of new reports. If you want to make changes in a report, adding or removing information, this can be accomplished with the FormWriter Report Editor. This feature is also useful in conversion of reports into other languages and allowing FormWriter to service customers with different languages simultaneously. FormWriter can be set up to create reports for transmission through email, fax, disk file, and printout. Imagine all the reports being completed when you arrive. The video series for the FormWriter will be divided into the following video segments: FormWriter Overview, FormWriter Report Form Creation and/or Modification, FormWriter Scheduled Report Creation, and finally, Setting Up of Reports for Data Exporting. Now let's continue with the FormWriter Overview. While you'll find this video very instructive and interesting, you'll also note that there are help screens that are available for usage throughout the FormWriter. Again, helps may be opened up to the right place and paragraph by striking the F1 key. Should you want to know some how-to tips, you can open up the help and go to How-to Tips. Here, how to change the directory, how to modify existing report forms, and so forth, including statistical information regarding graphs and response time type breakdowns. We'll close out the help and just let you know that it is available whenever you need to refer to it. Let's continue on with the setup of the Sims FormWriter. In here, we filled in some of the blanks so that you have a quicker idea of what's going on. The user information is FormWriter. The reply to address when FormWriter is going to be directly working with the SMTP server. This is very important because for those emails that are not sent through correctly, there's going to have to be a reply to notify you of email address changes and so forth. The current company. This is where you'd put your name in. Down here, we're going to have to point to the FormWriter data directory, which typically defaults to the existing C drive where it was installed. But you may have to locate your Sims 2 directory up on the network, and the browse key is available for that. Clicking on the Email tab, we can here start picking whether we want to deal directly with the SMTP server or whether we want to choose the SMTP queue. In this case, would be written into the directory for COM server to deal with. We would probably open it up to the SIMS2 directory where COM server is going to be picking these things up. If you have a network, this would be moved up to your network. Also, we're going to have faxing capability. FormWriter will work with several different products, including WinFax Pro, FaxPress, Cheyenne Bitware, the QP server from Europe, and also the COM server fax queue. When clicking the COM server fax queue, it will default to the SIMS2 data directory. Previously, on earlier versions, there was a miscellaneous tab. It's been left in there, but it's no longer used, as that all the European formats now are controlled by the locale code that is in your Windows. Let's complete this setup now. And notice I've gone ahead and opened up the Schedule Report screen. This is a hotkey. F6 will open this screen up at any time. Now, this is a demo that has been installed, and we currently in the demo include a myriad of different reports for suggested organizational purposes on these reports. There is open and closing account summaries by email, weekly, bi-weekly, and daily, so that you may set up special codes in your routing and intervals within your SIMS2 database. And as you change your SIMS2 database, these reports will be automatically picked up and sent out. These routing and interval information is located on page 1 of the SIMS2 for DOS or in the Windows at the more appropriate page. There are dealer open-closing monthly reports sent out. These are broken down but sent to the dealer where he may want to reprint them and send them to his customer. There are dealer all events groups. These are all events as opposed to opening and closing. These are very important, and many times we set these up to be transmitted daily to the dealer so he can find his low batteries and so forth like that. You may want a report that will list out all of the canceled reports. There are other traffic summary reports that are for non-opening closing with greater than 10 exceptions. These are again very important to help your dealer identify his problem accounts and you to identify your problem dealers. As we pull down the bar, we can see that there are more reports down below. There are central station operator response reports that can be broken down by dealer, by the total central station itself, and by mnemonic. There is dispatch reports, all event summaries. Okay? There are dealer traffic statistical reports, so you can tell your dealer which accounts are sending in all of the signals. All these reports are basic type reports, and if you set up your SIMS2 database properly, this will be all the reports that you should need for your basic run of reports. Let's look at just a few more things within the SIMS for FormWriter to get the basic overview. If I pull down the Tab key, you'll notice that I can open up report forms and create new report forms from there. One of the also important setups is the printer setup. You must pick your printer and then click OK. So we have selected the output printer for any type of reports that are set up to go directly to printer. Under the Edit tab, this is for copy and paste when you're doing creating reports. There is a search when necessary. Format. If you want to pick different file structures, please leave this normally at the FormWriter file. There are some tools. These are important tools because in some of these cases, under this Tools section, there are a couple items that we do want to stop by here. There is the ability to view the message and error log. This is important because here we can start to troubleshoot and to understand that reports were being generated at certain times. This is a very helpful tool, not only for you know what's going on, but for assisting SIMS personnel. There is the ability to clear these particular logs. There is a send log, which logs all things that are actually sent out, and also a message error log. There are address books, so you can keep address books for fax phone numbers and for emails. And then the help breakdown to get you to the sites that you need to get to. I'd like to bring our attention just for a second to the About FormWriter. Here, it'll tell the version of the FormWriter, our Sims Inc., the registration number. If there are dashes in here, that means your FormWriter has not been registered, and you should note that it will expire in 30 days. If there is an expiration on it, it will be in this particular column here, and your system serial number, along with copyrights, the type of operating system that it's working on. NT 5.1, of course, is Windows XP, and the amount of RAM in your computer. This concludes the Sims 2 FormWriter Overview.